Is it time to buy or sell SOXL ETF? In this video, we will delve into SOXL. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 20th of June, 2025. Now, we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any important updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Leverage the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be interpreted as financial advice. Since the 4th of June, 2025, our system has classified SOXL as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0.02. Let's examine the performance of this exchange-traded fund during this time frame. During this period, the ETF has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 11.11% since we initially recommended purchasing SOXL 12 days ago. This results in an average return of 0.93% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. The exchange-traded fund is positioned at the upper end of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term. This scenario often presents a promising selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower end of the trend is anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $22.28 would initially indicate a stronger rate of increase. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of 55.04% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging between 6.93% and 62.88%. In terms of the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of negative 62.61%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 100% to negative 62.16% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $0 and $8.03. Our latest daily update for SOXL includes the headline, Evaluation of SOXL ETF downgraded after the last trading session. The SOXL ETF price decreased by 1.85% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 20th of June, 2025. Moving from $21.61 to $21.21. During that trading day, the ETF experienced fluctuations of 9.62%, with a low of $20.37 and a high of $22.33. Over the past 10 days, the price has risen in 6 instances and is up by 12.76% over the last 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day, with 23 million shares traded, although this occurred alongside falling prices. This might signal an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next couple of days. In total, 136 million shares changed hands, amounting to approximately $2.87 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price for the ETF was $70.08, while the lowest price was $7.23. Currently, the price is 69.73%, or $48.87, below the 52-week high, and 94.39%, or $357.03, below the all-time high reached on the 26th of November, 2020, when the price peaked at $378.24. Recent developments surrounding SOXL, the Direction Daily Semiconductor Bull 3x Shares Exchange-Traded Fund, highlight a significant shift in market dynamics for the semiconductor sector. Following Nvidia's recovery from the effects of a tariff-induced sell-off in April, there has been a marked rise in demand for data centers, which bodes well for semiconductor stocks in the short term. As Nvidia leads this resurgence, investor confidence in the semiconductor industry can be revitalized, potentially lifting SOXL's performance alongside the broader sector. Moreover, analysts point out that SOXL has faced considerable challenges over the past year, plummeting from a high of $69.42 to approximately $17 amid concerns about the artificial intelligence industry's viability. However, a recent reframing of the investment narrative due to factors like a US-China trade truce suggests a possible rebound in demand for leveraged exchange-traded funds like SOXL. This resurgence may attract both retail and institutional investors looking to capitalize on amplified gains in semiconductor stocks. Over the longer term, if key players can maintain this upward trajectory, SOXL could see substantial recovery and growth, particularly as geopolitical tensions wane and market stability improves. The exchange-traded fund's performance will ultimately hinge on sustained demand in tech infrastructure and a solid recovery narrative in the semiconductor space. The following signals have been identified for SOXL. The SOXL exchange-traded fund holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, this creates a general buy signal for the fund, offering a positive forecast. If the fund experiences further gains, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $21.36. Conversely, if the fund declines, it will find support from the long-term average at roughly $17.73. A breakout above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average will indicate a sell signal. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Some negative signals have also emerged, which could influence near-term developments. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Monday, June 16, 2025, and thus far, it has fallen by 3.15%. Further decline is expected until a new bottom pivot has been established. Notably, volume increased even as prices fell yesterday, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, it is advisable to monitor the fund more closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots. Sell signal 4 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 127 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 31 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages indicated a buy signal 30 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 41 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 10 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages indicated a buy signal 3 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for SOXL. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $18.60 and $17.13. There is an inherent risk involved when an ETF tests a support level, as breaking this level may lead the ETF to fall to the next support level. In this instance, SOXL finds support just below today's level at $18.60. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $17.13 and $15.95. This ETF may experience significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility, and with a substantial prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is deemed very high risk. Over the past day, the ETF fluctuated by $1.96 between its high and low, representing a change of 9.62%. In the past week, the ETF has exhibited an average daily volatility of 6.72%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for SOXL. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for SOXL is at $21.42. If you do not own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the ETF, this could be a noteworthy level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, SOXL faces its first support level at $18.60. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $20.44, reflecting a decrease of 3.61%. This exchange-traded fund experiences very high daily fluctuations, which presents significant risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal identified from a pivot top that occurred 3 days ago. Is the SOXL exchange-traded fund a good investment choice? The SOXL holds several positive indicators. However, we do not consider these sufficient for it to be classified as a buy candidate at this time. At its current level, it should be regarded as a hold candidate, suggesting to hold or accumulate shares while we await further developments. due to some minor weaknesses identified in the technical analysis. We have revised our recommendation for this exchange-traded fund from a buy to a hold or accumulate status since our last evaluation. After analyzing the volatility and price movements from the previous trading day, our systems have determined that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Monday, the 23rd of June, we anticipate that SOXL will open higher by approximately 9 cents and begin trading at $21.30. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision upon StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and are held liable for your own investment decisions. Here is our current perspective on the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at StockInvest.